Hello and welcome to True Guidance Tarot. I'm Adriana Teodoro-Dier. I'm a spiritual medium and intuitive reader. I've got a message for Gemini today. And to let you know how this works, I've asked my guides in spirit to bring a message through the cards that will be uplifting as well as helpful for you this week as you navigate what's going on in your world. So if you're new to this channel, I welcome you and strongly invite you to subscribe so that you can stay in constant contact every week with this beneficial information from the other side. And if you're returning to the channel, I welcome you as well and thank you for your support. And also thank you for the honor of sharing this journey with you. I really enjoy doing these readings. Oh yeah. The shadow of the Mercury retrograde, it's still tying up my tongue a little bit, right? So anyway, let's get straight to your reading. Your reading. So interesting energy around you this week. It's almost like the universe is saying, make a wish. We've got the Eight of Wands card. So put out there what you'd like. The universe is inviting you to this, make a wish. Be a little bit fanciful, which is funny. I'm not often telling Geminis that, right? But it's kind of like make a wish and it will come true, but just make a wish for fun. Now, the thing is, this is funny, Gemini, because you've actually got your eyes on the earth this week. You're like, oh God, but it's going to be the same old, same old. We've got the Eight of Pentacles. So the universe presents you with one eight, but then you respond with the completely opposite energy of a different eight. So I shouldn't say it's completely opposite, but it's like the universe is trying to get you to have this lighter look about things. And you're kind of thinking like, ugh, it's just going to be more work. It's going to be more drudgery. It's going to be more routine. It's going to be more heaviness of the stuff I hate to do. So Eight of Wands is often putting a passion project into motion and then eventually knowing that it's going to come true. Whereas the Eight, and that was this card I'm talking about. Now this one is talking about like blood, sweat, and tears is what gets something done. Repeated over and over, the hard work. So it's almost like you don't want to take the universe up on its offer, and because the universe is saying to you, like, you can have whatever you want. I'm granting you a wish. It's like this magical genie, and you're just kind of like, nah, I don't really want to, because it's going to mean that it's a lot of hard work, and I just don't really want to do that. It's like it becomes a burden rather than a joy. So we have some interesting cards coming next. We've got the Nine of Pentacles going into the Six of Swords, going into the Ace. So I love this for you. Now, 8 is where you were, but 9 is what's being presented to you. So 8, 9. Now, the 9 is saying to you, hang on, you're almost there. You are almost there. We're almost done. And you can really enjoy what you have gleaned so far, what you've created so far. This is also about like taking delight in, no, it's not the small things. They're saying it's not the small things. This is taking delight in the big things, looking at the big things you've accomplished, the big things that you know resonate with your soul, and the part of you that feels really connected. They're really taking me beyond the traditional meanings right now. The part of you that really feels connected to something bigger, but feels a positive connection to that something bigger. This is not a heavy connection. It's a really profound connection. That's all I can really give you there with this Nine of Pentacles. But it's a fruitful connection. It's a good connection. It might be manifesting itself to you through connections with other people. So really valuing and treasuring those friendships on earth, those relationships on earth. It might be also acknowledging the gifts that other people have given you. And I would say it's probably both ways, but just realizing all the gifts that have come your way, like all the earthly gifts that have come your way, because the universe is wanting you to feel inspired again. There is part of you, we have the Six of Swords card, so this says to me that you're recovering from some kind of heartache or some kind of heaviness. And the good news is that you're recovering. But on the other side, that also says, well, there must have been something that happened in the past, a trauma or a negative experience, or just something that was really trying. So it's like you had that trial in the past that was tough, that took something out of you, and that's why you've just kind of like lost your mojo. You're not excited about this opportunity. You're too weighed down by everything. It's like the system is on overload by like, oh God, I can't take another thing, because the passion shouldn't feel like a burden. But what we get back is the Ace of Wands. And remember, this was the 8. This is the Ace. So it's saying if you allow yourself to move past that place of trauma, past that place of overwhelm where you're just like, I can't take it anymore, you get your heart back. You get your excitement back. You get your inspiration back. And then you're like, oh, the universe wants to give me a gift? Great, here's what I want. And you're excited about it. You're fired up. You can't wait to get started. You can't wait to see where the journey takes you. But the challenge is moving out of that heavier, denser, kind of earthly, like, oh God, now I've got to do this. Now I've got this responsibility. Now I've got that. It's transmuting that around to be able to see, okay, guys, help me out here. To see the positive connection to the earth rather than the kind of heavier responsibility obligation. So let me back up and see if I can put this into a little more, it just seems a little bit nebulous. So let me see if they can help me clarify this a little bit more for you. It's finding the joy in what truly resonates with you. So starting with stuff on the earth, a companion, a pet, a walk in the woods, just looking at a flower, looking at a blade of grass, something simple and something earthly that connects you to that deep sense of resonant joy. That allows you to shed all the heaviness of the past, all that feeling of like, I'm stuck in the same place, I'm stuck with the same thing, I just can't get over this. When you start to shift your attention into that deeper connection of you connected to a bigger picture, then you're going to start to find that divine spark and that divine enthusiasm and energy again. So it's not saying that you have to leave the earthly material plane. It's saying that you have to shift your focus within that plane. So instead of drudgery and repetition and over and over and over again, you're getting harmony and balance and joy and resonance and just feeling grateful and connected. And there's a lot of healing. There's so much, you're getting a lot of healing help. I feel like this whole reading was to help heal your heart, help heal your enthusiasm again. These two cards, the green for the heart chakra, as well as our purple, the divine, and then we're back here with the inspiration of the lower chakras. So it takes you all the way up. So why are they having me talk about this? Because what's actually needing to be activated is those lower chakras, the rooting, the earth, and the sacral and the solar plexus. All three of those are represented in this card. So the heaviness in your heart is holding on to that energy, and then it can't flow both ways. So it's actually asking you to release it through gratitude to the up so that it can fall down cascade and then rise back up again through those three chakras. So I know I'm telling somebody specific this must be someone who is very connected to chakra work. So I hope that gives you a good direction of what to do with your meditations and how to feel this, because it's like they want the energy going up and then coming back down to revitalize and rejuvenate. So if you've got questions about what that means or how to implement this, please reach out in the comments. Or if you just want to say hi, reach out in the comments. I always love to hear from you. And I also wanted to let you know if you ever need support or some guidance, or you're curious to see what the other side would like to say or would like to communicate with you, I do offer intuitive readings and spiritual guidance over Zoom, and you can find out through my website, trueguidancetarot.com. And I so look forward to seeing you next week, and have a good one.